Hi guys, I'm back. Here we are at the Midtown San Diego Police Department Midtown Division. And last time I was here, we got a cam back in the parking lot. So I think I'll go back there and check them out a little bit. But first I want to see if the lobby's open because they was closed too. See if this police department has complaint forms. Feels like we should be able to redress our government when we feel a need to do so. And I didn't think to ask that other lady. I should ask if they had accommodation forms available. It's just amazing the differences between the police departments. Like the La Mesa one, they had all those forms available. That one of them in Chula Vista, it had a bunch of forms available, and the cop was very professional that we talked to in that one. And here's a public servant right now. Looks like he's having lunch. And let's go in and see what they have to say.
No, it's for my sober living, the same stuff right here. Just have to put on the back of the correct line. I'm just here to see you.
No, I'm a traffic guy.
Thank you.
So,
This one has a few things to look at.
you must be a traffic guy?
Nice little display
Do you
case.
ever do much traffic?
No, but what do you mean?
Hey, the PEOs gave them a citation
There's some
for blocking their own driveway.
old school police stuff, I think. Some military stuff.
You can give the ticket?
Yeah. It's a driveway. The driveway doesn't belong to you. It belongs
If it's
to
to
this,
their house?
belongs to the city. You
Okay.
can't block any driveway.
I would, okay, well, I
That's
would
the rule.
still do this, okay? Because you're not gonna lose anything.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
basically, the driveway, the streets and everything belongs to the city, including the sidewalk. Because for example, if you have a hole in the driveway in front of your house, are you gonna fix it or are you gonna call the city to fix it? That's,
So that's what they're
so
saying.
that's the city. So,
Okay, that's a good explanation. We have to do that one next time.
no, thank you very much for coming.
If I don't answer the phone,
But-
No, it's all, I'm gonna submit it.
I would still
You
try
just
it.
have to know
Again, you
what
got
is
nothing to
always
lose.
gonna go
Just be careful of the
For
date,
review,
okay? Because
whoever is
if you
gonna
wait
review
too
it, and the
long,
city
the
attorney
fine will
will be the
double.
ones paying the ultimate
Okay,
decision.
so
Yes
just,
or no? Okay. Thank you.
I would get on it and. you
Yes.
know, double check.
Could I have a complaint form, please?
We don't have complaint forms.
Why not?
We just don't have complaint forms.
No one needs to complain?
No, but it's handled differently. So
How's it handled?
So the way how it works, how do we do? Is it in regard to an officer or what?
What is it you actually need?
Just in general, a complaint form against an officer.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have
We don't have complaint
We
forms.
don't
So,
have complaint forms, I know it says we do, but we don't. If you tell me who, where, or when, I can direct you to I can get a sergeant here to address what.
Shouldn't I, like according to the guidelines that's suggested that y'all follow, shouldn't there just be a form that I could come and fill out anonymously?
we don't
It's not something that we
the
have.
form.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
I don't know, why not? We just
Could you see how that could be like off-putting to someone actually filing a complaint?
Okay, I understand.
You know what I
that,
mean?
but I don't have that to give to you. What I can give you is, if you tell me who, where, or when, I can get a sergeant here to help you out. And then
Because
they're the ones that do the
Every
paperwork.
complaint is handled by the sergeant who supervises that officer.
Could I speak to him then?
But you need
Okay,
to know the name of the
can
officer.
you tell me what part of town or the name of the officer?
Well, you see that this is part of the problem. It's almost kind of intimidating that I have to talk to everyone about this.
Okay, but
you know what I
how
mean?
are we gonna give you the sergeant if we don't know who's the sergeant that officer works for?
Can you tell me what part of town it's in?
I would just like to talk to the sergeant about the complaint process in general.
Okay.
That's your sergeant.
All right. Are you going through?
Yeah,
I'm just
I'll
gonna see if
find
there's
one.
one back.
I'll find one.
You will? Thank you.
And I have another thing. How come? I can just talk to her about this.
Thanks, Drew.
How come all the police departments in San Diego seem to be closed a lot? The lobbies. I've been to several of them, and they're it's hit and miss. And the internet says you're open,
We're short staffed?
short staffed.
Yep. Yep.
I noticed there's a lot of parking enforcement out though. That they don't seem to miss work. Right?
I would have no idea.
No idea. Okay. I don't know if you could help me with this or not. It's just something I've been kind of checking into. What is the policy for the San Diego Police Department and the police expressing political opinions during duty? Is that frowned on? Is that okay? Or
I believe so.
believe so?
Yeah.
It's frowned on?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not something that,
I thought that too. I tried to look it up online, but I couldn't really find anything.
yeah, it's not something that, that
It kind of seems like a public servant shouldn't be expressing political opinions during duty, right?
you would think.
That would cause a lot of trouble.
Good.
Yeah. That's just it's something that I'm ongoing with.
Hi.
Is Kathy here?
Kathy is here.
She's here, but she's not here.
She's not here.
And that was it for that. I'll wait to see if the sergeant comes out.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Sergeant Marshmallow is gonna come.
Okay.
Oh,
Fabulous,
thank you.
Sergeant Mashburn will be out
Thank
here.
you.
Over.
You got that bug everybody's had?
It is the most
Shoo.
awful since Christmas.
Yeah, I had it since Christmas Day. It's finally starting to clear up. Did you have a fever?
No,
No.
I got my sister got pneumonia.
Ugh,
My wife got bronchitis, and I got
in between.
I got pneumositis, which is kind of in between. You know.
I think I had the in between. I had a fever and then a lot of coughing, but never nothing wet or
Yeah.
no mucus or anything. But it just a cough that persisted and wouldn't go away.
Yeah, they put me on prednisone.
I just toughed it out.
Yeah, prednisone is not your friend.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little better then.
A little bit. I'm here. At least I'm up.
Right. I do YouTube stuff, and everyone you see all over the country on the channels, someone's always coughing right now. It's just
Yeah,
that thing's all over the country.
My sister got the flu shot. My wife got the flu shot. I did not. You know, and so they're always saying.
I had heard that this year though that they gave us in this area the wrong flu shot. That's why everybody got it so bad. It's just a gamble, you know, where they hit the right strains or not. So it may have been a toss up whether you worked or not anyway.
Yeah. Now waiting for Sergeant Mashmeyer. Thank you. All right, bye.
Hello. You are
Sergeant Mashmeyer.
Sergeant Mashmeyer? Oh, shoot. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good. I would like to talk about the complaint process right now.
Good. Let me see if I can answer your questions.
How come there's not a form available?
A phone available.
Form? Just a complaint form, a simple complaint form? I mean, that's
They've done away with the complaint forms a long time ago.
in just this department? Because I've been to several, and several police departments do have them in San Diego.
Okay, it's electronic. So I get all the information, I'll fill it out, and it goes to internal affairs if that's what they deem necessary. They'll review it. Or you can go down there and talk to them in person.
Yeah, all
Actual
internal affairs, yeah.
And then they probably know much more about it than what I do.
How come they done away with the complaint form?
Because too many people didn't want to sign them.
That's the reason we should be able to file them anonymously without signing them,
I
right?
don't know. I'm but a sergeant in Mid-City Division. I do not make the policy for the San Diego Police Department.
Okay,
If
so
you wish to file a complaint, I'm here to take it for you.
no. Well, I'm now on to the whole complaint process. Could I speak with internal affairs, get their number, and set up an appointment, and see why
Sure.
this
They usually have
this was
somebody-
like a first step that we've had for a long time that was very. It made complaints accessible by being able to just walk in, do it anonymously, and not even signing. And if someone doesn't sign,
There's a lot of ways to make a
Yes.
complaint anonymously. You can do it online. You can do it on the telephone. Call internal affairs. You can go down there to internal affairs. They have an on-call sergeant there. Right now, if you go down the front lobby, just like you did here, they can do the main.
Where is that at?
They'll have an internal.
oh, the one downtown, the main
Yeah,
police station.
That's where internal affairs is stationed. They'll send a detective, an internal affairs detective, to talk to you right then.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You don't even have to make an appointment. They're there on work days.
Work days, just normal working hours,
Yeah.
9 to 5 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
But if you want to make an appointment, I can give you their number.
No, I can. I think I'd like to just go down there and talk to them.
That's probably great. It's not a bad idea. And it's short. If you're,
It's not that far away. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just cut right across town. Okay. Thank you for your help.
Thanks.
You have a
Sorry
good
you're
day.
having problems with it. It really is.
No, I'm not having problems. It's just it seems like to me now I'm learning that some of the police departments are taking away the complaint form. We're taking a step backwards. I mean,
Oh, no, we're
we just
taking-
went through all this stuff with transparency and accountability, and that it was just so easy to walk in, be able to write a complaint, and walk out. Right?
You can call the dispatch.
Yeah.
And the patrol sergeant, which is what I am, will come out to you and take a complaint from you
Right.
anywhere in the city that you want to meet us. They truly are trying to make it an extremely expeditious and simple process for
Okay.
citizens.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I take it into the lunchroom.
Can you see if anybody's back there?
I can back. I can bring back.
Okay, so there we got a bunch of cops splaining about why they don't have complaint forms, because it's so easy to complain any other way. But the whole thing is I have to talk to someone. I can't just walk in, grab a form, walk out, and do my complaint. So I guess in the fact that making a complaint less accessible okay, so let's say I don't have a car, or I don't have any money for gas, and I just live right over here, then I have to go downtown to internal affairs. Let's see, we all know that the police like to mess with the homeless, so if a homeless person doesn't have a phone or wheels, they just won't be able to complain so well. I don't know, they have to come in and talk to someone if they're not professional. I don't know. I'm really not liking this very well. It seems like we're losing ground. So looks like I need, my next step is to head on over to downtown to internal affairs, and let's talk to them about it. Just this Sheriff's Association in general, they recommend that they have a complaint form. It's very standard. It's very simple to fill out. They can print offline and have them available in the lobby. And while we're here, let's go back and film the back of the police department where they gave us the cam back last time. See what happens there. Oh, and while I was in there, did you see the piggies? The one that used these lights just to cut traffic out there to get out of the parking lot. Blue line privilege right at work, right in front of us. And I think I'll edit out the little bit of a waiting spot in the video. I guess I didn't wait that long, maybe 5 minutes. It seems like we waited for a long time, but it wasn't that long. I might leave it in. It's kind of a dead spot. I don't know. I'll see what I think when I watch the video. And I'm glad New York Tyrant Hunter, Jeff Audit, same person. I'm so glad that you got in and out today. I'm sorry that you got arrested, but I'm glad that you stood your ground. That's what you wanted to do. If that was important to you, I'm totally support you in that. Good job. It takes a lot of balls. And I watched the video early on. It doesn't seem like to me that you could possibly be trespassing. That seems kind of odd. I think it seemed like to me like they were butt sore because you didn't listen to them, and so then they tried to arrest you. Well, here's the shift change. This guy's running late. He's got a bunch of gear. That, or maybe there's something going on. We're not too far from Irate's area, so if some kind of SWAT deal is happening around here, he's probably already on top of it. There comes a cop with the rifle, it looks like. And while we're here, it looks like to me that let's talk about the world things. Looks like Trump's backing down, which I think is awesome. We did not need to go to war again. And You know, I really don't think that the Iranian people themselves, I really don't think they're that much different than us. You know, it seems to me like you get the perception, a lot of people think they're just these people herding goats out in the desert somewhere. You know, they're a lot like us. They're just trying to survive and raise their families and do the best they can and just get by in life. And their political leaders are spewing anti-American propaganda, just like our political leaders are spewing anti-Iranian propaganda. And oh, there's the magic badge. Allows her to enter that we don't have. She looked a little annoyed that we were filming her, but she did good and didn't say anything. Good job. Back to what I was saying. Those people are no different than us, and they're just, the cool thing about today is versus say like 40, 50 years ago is we had to take our diplomats' word for how things were being over there and what they really thought of us and how they were really acting and treating people. And now we can see everything's in real time. There's YouTube, there's Facebook, there's all kinds of stuff. We can see what's going on all over the world. We don't have to have the ruling class inform us, and we're not a slave to them anymore. So I guess kind of what I'm getting at is you have a voice. Get out there. Just every little person that speaks up, that doesn't want war, that doesn't want these politicians killing our kids, both their side and our side. You get out there and say it, and just because they want to beat the war drums and want everybody to wear a red ribbon, I'm sorry, I don't even know what a red ribbon stands for, a yellow ribbon, and when they tell you you're not patriotic if you don't support that, well, I guess that makes me not patriotic, because I don't always support what our politicians want to go to war for. Sometimes it's for an ideal that has nothing to do with killing our children's lives or our kids' lives, sending them into battle, and all the other repercussions that come of that. You know, we had a generation that has PTSD because of what? And now basically a president that has thrown away the last 10 years of diplomacy that we've had in the Middle East and gave all Russian influence, pushed all the whole Middle East to Russian influence. Okay, I'm off of my platform. And seems like kind of like last time, they're not going to pay a lot of attention to us. There's probably a piggy sitting in that car over there while we're here, but they're not going to come out and mess with us, so that's what we wanted. And so out of today, I got a live stream. Yay, my first live stream went up. And it got cut off. And I'll post the rest of that video this evening. And let's see. We got some work to do now. Seems like these police departments don't want to make it easy to complain, so that's going to be what I'm going to mess with for a while. Tomorrow, if I don't have to work, I'm going to head on down to Internal Affairs downtown, and if not, if I do have to work, my next day off, I will take care of that, which will probably be Monday. We'll see. Work has slowed down since the holidays are over. So got a little more time to do stuff. And And I'll just keep y'all with me for a minute while we walk to the truck. And thank you to everybody that was in the live stream. That was awesome. I'll get that stuff all figured out eventually. Baby steps, right? And safely across. Always hate crossing streets with multiple lanes like that with a stop sign. Seems like a crapshoot whether they're going to pay attention or not. And there is the Spike Mobile. Take a quick look back. Everything looks okay. Probably look like weirdos talking to a phone and doing quick turnarounds. Won't let me flip the phone around.